I'm Britt Martin with Graddick Sports Network, and we're here at Bowdon High School, home of the back-to-back state football champion Red Devils and home of heralded football recruit Kaiden Prothro. Consensus 5-star tight end, Kaiden's been recruited by nearly every school in the country. And today, we are honored to be here to celebrate with him as we find out where he's going to go to school and play football for the next 3 to 4 years.
First of all, I would love to thank God for this opportunity to be in the position I am in today, because without Him, none of this would be possible. Second of all, I would love to thank my parents for supporting me, for supporting every decision I have made, for always being there for me. Third, I would love to thank Bowdon High School and my coaches for pushing me not to be only the best off the field, but also the best on the field. And I would also like to thank the Bowdon community for being great supporters and helpers in the school system. I want to give great thanks to Hometown Sports Media, West Georgia TV, and Graddick Sports for calling some of the best games. Last, I would love to thank all the coaches that have recruited me along the way that have now led up to this. Now, with that being said, for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be taking my talents to I'll be taking my talents to University.
What stood out about Bowdon for you, and why have you remained here and stayed here to play your football?
I'm a Bowdon kid. Went to preschool here, elementary. I've been here all my life, growing up with my friends, and obviously my dad, he didn't want to let me leave Bowdon because we got Coach Finley. He's a great coach. We've been winning state titles, and just the team we have here at Bowdon and the culture is just like unlike no other. So,
what stuck out about UGA in the recruiting process, and kind of what made them the rise to the top for you?
Really just going on that visit and seeing what they have in store for me there, what they got for the next level, not just college, but also the NFL, and what they got outside of football as a young man just developing me.
What advice would you give to a kid playing at a small school trying to do big things?
I'd probably say just keep on putting in the work, because some people are going to overlook you for going to a small school, but as long as you keep on putting in the work, go to as many camps as you can, get looked at by coaches, and just keep on grinding and pass the 5-star and the 4-stars that are graded above you.
Could you say a little bit about why Bowdon has been so special for your family and for Kaiden going through this process?
Well, growing up in Bowdon, I'm a Bowdon kid, so that I didn't see any reason why he should go anywhere, because if you got talent, they're going to find you. And that's, I remember Randall Curbo, who I love dearly. I graduated with him, and he told me, he said, Kaiden's going to be the biggest recruit to ever come through Bowdon. This was like his freshman year. As a parent, your job is to get him there to these camps, or get him to his OVs, or wherever he needed to go. And me and his mother, and they say it takes a village, and so we had a village. So the process was easy, like far as coaches taking him to where he needed to go, or his mama or myself, or even my wife. My wife and my stepdaughter even took him down to an unofficial visit to Florida. I had to work that weekend, but they took him. So, it takes a village to raise to make all this happen. The way Coach Hartley produces tight ends, and the standard that Georgia has. If you look at like Coach Hartley, he's got kids drafted in the last, I think, 7 or 8 out of the last 7 or 8 years. So and I think that's what really sold him on it, is being able to develop him in that aspect.
I thought a lot of the coaches that came by did a great job trying to establish relationships with him, and obviously with those 5 schools, Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, and Texas up on that table today, those were the ones that he had the best relationships with. But Georgia did a great job. Coach Todd Hartley spent a lot of time down here in Bowdon. Kirby Smart spent a lot of time down here in Bowdon, and they're going to keep a Georgia kid in Georgia. I think this community was a Georgia community, as you could tell by the reaction. I'm just happy for the kid, and happy for Kaiden that he's made the choice that he feels most comfortable for him.
your favorite thing about Kaiden off the field and your favorite thing about Kaiden on the field.
My favorite thing about him off the field, I've known him since he was in about 4th grade. He'll come over and bass fish, so we have running jokes about who can catch bigger fish, me or him. That may be the only thing that I'm better than him at is catching fish.
For now.
For now. On the field, he's just been a blessing for our football team, since he's got here. He's a humble kid, and they had 22 touchdown receptions a year ago. But it's not about him on Friday night. We also had 3 1,000-yard rushers because people try to defend him with 2 people or 3 over the top, where it takes people out of the box, and he knows we're going to game plan and we're going to take whatever people give us on Friday night. He's a selfless, humble kid that the number one goal is to go win a region championship, win a state championship. And he's about that first, his teammates first. He'll be the first kid on a Friday night to go give somebody 5, somebody else who scores a touchdown in our program.